All right. Another round of Blitz World Series action. Semi-pro, best of 5. We got all of our semi-pro players banging out all month long, pro style, playing these best of 5 games, set factions, show matches throughout the month, $5 to each winner for each win, and then the top 4 from our semi-pros going on to the Final 4 tournament at the end of the month. So, should be fun. Should be get some good games out of these guys. Lots of good players here. So Murray's the guy to watch. That's what I've been told. Murray's the guy who's hunting for that pro status, get his official avatar. I've been told. That's what I've been told. Murray's the favorite in this group so far this month. But Hassan coming off a win just now, looking very, very tough. And just a little bit of lag here, unfortunately. A little bit of lag. You hate to have it. Okay, all right. Looks like we're fighting through it. So again, guys, on this map, and if you're unfamiliar, we got the Eagle pad pre-captured on the top side. Any faction can build one Eagle, have a lot of Eagle War action. The Yuri Palace in the middle of the map, you capture it, you can build a Yuri Prime. Of course, you got your pre-captured oil and power plant, so things kick off nice and fast. You got an economy, you open barracks, we get the action rolling. Nice north-south action, really opens you up for splits. We've had a lot of fun games on this map so far. I've been playing a ton of quick match. I've been having a lot of fun. You guys should come join the fun. RedAlert2.com. You can get set up, get planned, join our tournaments, or just play quick match. Queue up any time of the day or night, match up with other players based on your skill level, and get some Blitz fun in. Fun for the whole family, really. So Hassan gonna stretch right to the edge of the bumps and put a bunker. I like that. That's interesting. We haven't really seen players doing that very much. Stretches right to the edge and puts a bunker right there. These bunkers get so much DPS if you get in their range. So that's a good way to kind of lock off this zone. So both players now in a bit of a staring contest, just kind of bolstering up, getting their economies rolling. Interesting to see this build order from Murray. Murray goes 5 oils before his next war factory. That's interesting. So the standard right now is 3 oils and then your second war factory. And that looks like that's what Hassan did. So Hassan already has his second war factory up here. And Murray, I'm not sure what he's doing with his extra money. He's not making a tremendous amount of fodder or anything like that. He can definitely afford it. He could build another 10 dogs right now, give him a nice little fodder edge. We'll see what Murray tries to bring here. Now Murray matching Hassan with the war factory on the bottom side as well. Okay, and now the first engagement, and Hassan is heavily outgunned here with that fodder from Murray. Hassan needs to be very, very careful. Hassan, I'm not sure why Hassan has no fodder. You need to get some dogs in the mix here if he wants to be able to hang and bang. Sentries on the front line from Murray. Hassan hops in and grabs one for free. Nice little hit and run. And Hassan is doing a better job with the Eagle battle, and you see Murray not even going to use his Eagle here, so Hassan's just going to keep harassing. Every time that Eagle hits, it's half damage off a Rhino. It makes a big difference, and the map is so small, those Eagles can just keep juicing up and keep going back in. Yeah, the Eagles are very, very annoying, but I think it's a fun kind of component to mix things up on this map. Did I say the Yuri Palace? Any of you guys don't know what the map is going on here? The Yuri Palace, if you capture it, you can build a Yuri Prime. I always think like everyone in here knows what's going on, but then I go look at my Twitch stats and I have tons of random viewers that come and go, and I figure most of them are leaving because they're like, what is this Yuri Palace doing? Why won't he tell us? All right, he's going to dive on this war factory. Oh, he gives him the war factory for free, and Murray looking severely outgunned here. Now Desolators to help slow things down. Desolators in position, but a big chain reaction from Hassan. Massive chain reaction, but Hassan eats a ton of radiation there. Now Murray, you got to think Murray's looking for the counter punch. Murray's economy just got kicked in the nuts. What was that? 4 oils going down. A little bit of a sloppy build from Murray. You want to spread those oils out more to avoid that, and I love that Hassan got in there and made that happen. Very, very nice map awareness to see those oils bunched up, hop in, make them pay for it. Now, Murray did get a lot of damage done on these Rhinos with that radiation, I believe. A lot of Rhinos here are going to be at half health. A lot of bruised Rhinos in this group, and that will make a big difference. So Murray's going to bring a bit of a split now. Murray's splitting off. Some tanks going bottom side. Hassan is choosing to not split. Hassan just going to go right down the gut. And Murray might be, yeah, Murray's going to accept a base trade here. Murray's dead ass broke right now. Murray does need to be careful here. Murray heavily out tanked right now. Hassan, so he forces the sell on 2 war factories on the bottom. Murray has no economy. Murray just basically has to go for broke right now. He's so out tanked though. Now trying to pump drones. There's no way for Murray to get back in this game, I don't think, because he's on 3 oils. If he had money, I mean, if you have money, you can do whatever you want. But without money, very, very tricky. So he's trying to pump some drones. But Hassan has so many tanks, he can sloppily spread them all out. He's going to be pretty much fine here. Murray does pull ahead on that engagement on the top, but Murray going to pull, or sorry, Hassan going to pull ahead on the bottom here. Going to eat all those war factories. Murray has got a decent amount of drones in. But you gotta think Murray's in quite a bit of trouble here. Like I said, with no economy, very, very difficult. Yeah, could sell the MCV, pump a couple more tanks, and actually, I'm surprised how close that ended up being. Yeah, that's actually a good point, Kane. Yeah, Murray could have sold off his MCV, sold a few more things, got another 5 tanks in this group, and actually, if you guys look at this right now, if Murray had sold some of his buildings and had another 5 tanks right now, he could actually try to get something done. He's going to dive on the barracks here. This is going to make it so Hassan is only building... so now Hassan can't build infantry. But what's there to do? Murray's broke. Well, Murray on 2k now. Okay, he's going to ult this War Factory. He will get that War Factory if he ults it effectively here. Yeah, he will. Ults that War Factory, and now the drone hit, and oh my god, it's not possible. I still don't think they're... Murray has an MCV. Murray just built another War Factory. Murray, you don't have any money. Why are you building more War Factories? The drones are pumping out. Murray has a barracks and MCV. If you didn't know how much money they had, you'd be tempted to think that Murray's in this game. You gotta think Hassan just can drop the hammer. Hassan needs to go right for the jewel. Right for the jewel right now. No, it's not possible. I don't think it's possible for Hassan to lose this. Murray quits out. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that was possible that Hassan lost that, but I don't know. I mean, he was just pumping so many rhinos out. Wow, pretty wacky one to start things off. And Hassan putting one on the board. Very, very nice first game here. Switching over to Allied versus Allied now. All right, so over to Allied versus Allied. And this, again, guys, this was going to be fun this month with these semi-pro guys. A lot of these guys, I mean, these were lower division players. These were Division 1, Division 2 players, and they've been used to playing the regular best of one, choose your own faction style. So this month, we're really putting these guys to the test by making them play the pro style set factions. Now, a lot of these guys are single faction players. You know, Fuzzy's like one of the best Soviet players, right? One of the best Soviet Blitz players. He's like, I'm like, yeah, you'll be in semi-pro. You're one of the top rated guys. He's like, I haven't played Allied since I played campaign 20 years ago. It's like, well, Fuzzy, now's the time to learn, buddy. Now, the interesting thing to note is that you actually don't have to win your Allied games. You can win Soviet versus Soviet, lose Allied versus Allied, win Soviet versus Allied, lose Allied versus Soviet, then win your match point as Soviet. So technically, you can win a match even if you never win as Allied. But obviously, you need to obviously learn how to play both factions if you want to be competitive in this division. I'm excited to see it. I like seeing these guys get a little bit uncomfortable and have them kind of come in here and think, okay, I'm not an Allied player. What am I going to do to keep it competitive? So it'll be fun to see, I think. Little lag spike here. A little lag spike. All right, so both players out now. GIs for GIs countering. Okay, yeah, so both GIs. Yeah, when you're Allied versus Allied, the GI rush is pretty easy to counter. You basically counter it with GIs. You want to be careful. You don't want to get your tanks to take too much damage. Whoa! And Hassan comes out way ahead here. You got to think this is a favored matchup. Now, Hassan, some of these guys in the semi-pro that are Allied, that have experience with Allied, you got to think those are the ones who are going to... Ooh, very nice unit control. Oh, Murray, my guy. Absolutely glorious. And now the counterpunch coming. And what's the economic situation of both players? And Hassan's going full send. More GIs coming now from Hassan. Does Hassan have the money for this? It appears that he does. Forces Murray to pull back to defend, and his Grizzlies, and nice and spread out. Now dogs to counter these GIs. Dogs are usually not the move to counter GIs like this. This is a bit tricky. Dogs aren't free, so doesn't want to watch his economy here as he goes over to AFC. And so far, both players at each other's throats. Anyway, like I was saying, you got to think the players who have played some Allied before are definitely going to have a leg up here. And Hassan, if you guys recall, Hassan won his way into the finals in a couple tournaments, relying heavily on the GI rush, particularly on the Brute map, I believe it was. I think he took second, Division 2 or something like that a couple months back. But Hassan is very tried and true with the GI rush, and so you saw that there. Anyway, like I said, well, Murray did counter it nicely. As we move into a mid-game here, though, you got to think this is in Hassan's favor, and it comes down to dollar signs. Dollar signs, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Eagles are out for Murray, but... Murray has his Eagles out, grabs that barracks, hopefully doesn't have to pay an Eagle for it. Ooh, pays an Eagle for it. That's unfortunate. He really doesn't have the money for that. Oh, he's going after the power plant now, though. He's going to pick on this power plant, And Hassan really needs to build an IFE, but Hassan likes his tank advantage. He's going to try to push here. Murray's economy's caught up with him, so he will have pillbox support in this engagement here as Hassan rolls in. Murray now with no fodder. Murray heavily out-tanked. Another War Factory comes out. Where are the pillboxes? And Hassan brings his MCV over, and Murray quits out. Wow. Very, very interesting. 2 on the board for Hassan. Man, that one was close. Murray went broke. Murray went broke and just wasn't able to quite hold that position, but he stuffed the first GI engagement nicely, and then I think he got a little bit too excited. He got a little bit too excited and got some of his Grizzlies. He got a little too excited about the counterpunch, I think. He got a little too excited about that counterpunch after he stuffed that first Grizzly rush. He the first GI rush. He sent his Grizzlies down. Got a little bit tricky. Yeah. Okay, so Murray going to go Soviet here versus Allied. Hassan's going to bring the GIs. You got to expect it. What's Murray's move? Now, here's the tricky thing. Now, the best kind of player, right, is the kind of player who is a multi-dimensional player. Now, as Soviet, how do you be a multi-dimensional player? I don't know, because really well, you can go early tech or you can not go early tech. Anyway, as Allied, though, there's a few different things at your disposal. Specifically, you have the GI rush, you have a heavy aerial opening, and then you have a standard, kind of Grizzly, tech push opening. So, the tricky thing is, you want to be the kind of player who's unexpected. So for Soviet, it's nice, all of a sudden you see, loses the eagle on the pad. And so Murray, this is what I expect to see I think this is going to be pretty standard to just pull back, give up this zone, make the GIs push uphill. I'd like to see a bunker right here. Bunker, 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 bunker. Sentry gun? Flak tracks now to counter. They should be able to run all these over. The GI's on that ridge. Oh, nice. Flak tracks countering. Okay, so that was pretty good, right? Now, I would have liked to have seen him not open the eagle because he wasn't going to be able to hold it anyway. Now, the flak tracks are out as well. So Murray knows exactly what he's doing. Oh, and now Murray is going to expand out. Wow, so I like that. So, oftentimes you congest yourself in your base, and yeah, you defend, but then how do you get real estate late game and get map control? And so I like this from Murray. He turtles in, he resists, and then he springs out. This is a very, very big brain move here from Murray. Now, Murray is broke, so he does need to be a little bit careful here, but he's got some flak tracks, he's got some rhinos, plenty of room to hold here. Now, can he get some offensive value here? Obviously, he does not want to let Hassan get too comfortable. And Murray going to push in here with the rhinos. Oh, and that eagle comes in and gets some nice damage. Conscript getting a lot of value. Murray needs to pull out here. Murray needs to pull out of this position. He does have 3 rhinos behind, but that's obviously the Soviet player. You have to try to keep pressure on. Flak tracks coming, grabs one, does get one of the flak tracks and doesn't get the eagle, which is unfortunate. Now Murray splitting off. Very, very interesting to see here. 3 is not really the golden number. You really want to have more than 3. You really want to have 4 rhinos if you're going to try to dive on an MCV. But now the MCV on the run. The barracks. Oh, that conscript getting way too much damage done. Now he's wishing he would have saved that. That sentry gun saved that. Oh, but Murray. Oh my God, incredible micro. How is Murray? Wow, Murray playing both sides of the map just a little bit better. Chases down the MCV, holds off the counter punch, and very, very, very nice from Murray. I'd have to go back and relook at that. I'm not exactly sure. Hassan must have just not seen Murray get behind him there, I guess. Because I think Hassan kind of overreacted to those 3 rhinos. I think Hassan probably could have just held back. Hassan had money. I don't know. That's interesting. As the allied player with a GI rush, you're not assuming you're going to end the game. The big thing is to slow down your opponent, make them spend some money, throw them off, and then you sit back, eagle up, tech up, and close out the game. So Hassan, that was interesting. He kind of got a little into I don't know. It was interesting. I'm surprised to see him not just play a little bit more passive, bring that into a mid game, and try to get offensive value out of the Eagles. But at the same time, credit where it's due. Incredible defense from Murray. Like I said, I love that he played the higher ground, used a defensive advantage, and then he sprung out so that he didn't congest himself in his base. Very, very nice. Now Murray going to give Hassan a taste of his own medicine here as we switch over to Allied versus Soviet. Point number 4, if Hassan wins this, obviously Murray is going home here today. So GI's coming in. Now, where do you go? Where do you go? Not into the bunker, that's for sure. Snipes out the flak track. Nice. Oh, and Hassan unpacks his MCV on purpose? Ooh, Hassan. I don't think Hassan prepped this. This is not a prepped opening. No, no, no. Yeah, you definitely want to have a move here. The GI rush on this map, you're going to see it all month long. You definitely need to have a plan for it. GI's coming in, going to close it out. And, hey, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But, hey, there's only one word for it, and that word is barn burner. Barn burner, boys. Point number 5. Giving the people what they want. You love to see it. You love to see it. Point number 5. And we switch over to the non-timer map. All right, barn burner, boys. All right, so Murray going to stay with Allied and Hassan switching over to Soviet. Not what you'd expect here. These guys picking their own factions, and Hassan choosing to engage the same matchup that he just got absolutely obliterated on. So we are going to see Murray now with Allied. He's going to bring the GIs again. But Hassan going Soviet. And Hassan, you got to think, is so much more comfortable as Allied. Now, one bunker up on the hill. That's interesting. It does cover that zone, but it doesn't cover multiple zones. So now the GIs are going to be able to get around to the backside. Now, the question is with your GIs, do you hold up and take out your opponent's eagle pad? I don't think you do, actually. I think you probably try to get right down and go after this power plant. The walls are... Ooh, did Murray just lose an eagle on the pad? The Eagle Wars, we're going to see that all month long, guys. It's going to be everything. And the early radar's out. Now, Murray needs to very seriously consider this position. And so this is a very soft GI opening from Murray. But he didn't have the Eagle to take out the Desolator. That's a very soft GI opening from Murray. So Murray actually did not overcommit to that GI rush. There actually wasn't that much money involved here. But Hassan already on 3 Rhinos. And Murray... So Murray, like I said, Murray didn't overextend himself there. He did force Hassan. So he forced 1 sentry gun, 2 sentry guns, a bunker, a radar, and a desolator. So quite a bit of money out now for Hassan. Both players dead broke, though. Murray losing that eagle and rebuilding the eagle. Very, very, very tough. Ooh, and a double shot from that eagle. Hassan getting way more value all series long out of that eagle. You got to have a move for the eagle on this map, guys. And I'm not sure exactly still what it is. I don't think you can build a Patriot missile or a flak cannon early on. They're too expensive. They take too much power. And look at this, Murray pushing into the Rhinos with his Grizzlies, but a nice tank advantage. The sentry gun's out. He drives right past it. Now he's in 2 sentry guns. This sentry gun right here, there's a sneaky sentry gun right here. He's going at the oil now? He's going at the oil. Please don't not take any free shots here. Okay, now he's on the run here. Okay. Now there's too many sentry guns for these. All these Grizzlies are smoking. Murray pushes into that sentry gun. Now taking the scenic route through the back of his base. All of these Grizzlies are about to get melted. And Hassan doing a great job spamming the sentry guns. That's exactly what you want to do in that position. And Murray loses another eagle on the pad here. And so you want to, in a position like this, when you see Murray making these moves that are a bit erratic, right? There's 2 things going on. Now, if it's not a good player, you think, oh, they're making mistakes. But Murray is actually a very good player. So oftentimes in this position, it's not really about Murray doing things wrong. It's about Hassan forcing Murray to do things wrong. So that's what I really like in this position is that Murray does not feel comfortable. And you can really see that. Like Hassan, the eagle is so annoying right now. Murray's lost, what, 2-3 eagles this game alone. And so you see Murray, I think, just kind of feeling like, I don't want this to keep going. Like, I don't, there's, like, he's trying to force these positions that he's not really radically ahead in. He's not taking great engagements, but I think he just kind of feels like he doesn't want to sit back and let Hassan pick him apart. So, yeah, some of these things that Murray's doing, I think really the credit goes to Hassan for making him feel a little bit uncomfortable. Now, with that being said, Murray with a nice fodder advantage here and snipers in the middle of the zone, middle of the map here to control any fodder that Hassan brings out. And now Rocky's coming from Murray. Murray on 8K. That last little trip through Murray's base, there probably should have been a counter punch after that. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Battle Lab does go down here. Nice hit and run with the Eagles and the Rockies. And you know what? I think Hassan, maybe everything I said was wrong. Maybe Murray had a plan all along, throwing those Grizzlies to make me confused and make Hassan feel a little bit too comfortable, because Hassan's Rhinos are sitting in the back of his base. But you know what Hassan's trying to do here? Hassan is trying to push tech. And that's a very tricky thing, because an allied player will snipe out your battle labs and prevent that from happening. So if Hassan is not able to get teched up in the next I don't know, couple, ooh, but still so many rhinos. Pillboxes, Murray, where are they at? The rhinos coming now. Murray's fodder out of position. The Rocky's not helping. He's now body blocking, trying to hide behind his base, just trying to hold off this attack. And he does hold off that attack, but Asan getting quite a bit of offensive value out of that. And Murray, so Murray on 7K, 2 war factories, still has a decent amount of oil. Oh, 3 war factories. And you know what? No eagles from Murray. Oh, sorry, 4 eagles running, making laps bottom side. And the pillboxes, the dogs. So Murray's fodder seems to be a little bit confused about its objective. Now Murray out tanking. What an absolute tug of war, guys. I think I've called this one wrong about 5 different times. Both these guys at each other's throats. Desolator in, Desolator in. Desolator gonna clean up all those dogs. The eagles get in, nice 1-2 punch, and now we see Asan body blocking. You send me screenshots of this game every 60 seconds apart, I would confidently tell you that the other player's gonna win. I have no idea what's going on anymore. I'm gonna give up. Where are the snipers at? We need, oh, sniper out from Murray. Is that sniper out of range? Oh, the sniper's on a waypoint. The sniper's gonna, oh, the snipers and the Rocketeers take out the Desolators, and Murray's somehow kept his fodder alive. Very, very nice. And Asan, I think now Asan's the one in the pressure cooker as Murray gets onto 4 war factories, battle lab, and his eagles doing work. Asan's in trouble here. He's pumping the rhinos, trying to stay alive. But the problem is Murray is heavily denying Asan's switch over to tech. Every time he builds a battle lab, it goes down. Asan engages in. Very tough engagement as Murray has that fodder involved. The fodder doing so much work, and the Mirages enter the field. With Mirages out, guys, things go from bad to worse for the Soviet player, and Asan without battle lab tech. We're already at the 6-minute mark as we move into the late game here. No Iron Curtain, no Kirov for the Soviet player. Things are going to get very, very tough, and Murray doing a great job on the back end, staying so busy with those eagles. You love to see that from the Allied player. You got to go full octopus status, guys. That's what we're seeing from Murray. Murray's playing both sides of the map very, very nicely right now. He's got his snipers, he's got his Mirages, and he's got the eagles on the backside. Kirov out, so Asan does get that switch over to tech, and the Kirovs are going to pour out because he is on 5 war factories, and now it's Murray's turn. Now Murray has to get the anti-air. The IFVs are scrambled. The Mirages are countering the rhinos, and Asan just trying to bait and switch with these rhinos, trying to distract Murray. Murray scrambled those IFVs quickly. That oil's going to take a few IFVs with it. Oh, he could target the IFVs now. Oh, Murray has to run with the IFVs. Murray now running with the IFVs as the Mirages counterpunch on the top side. The Kirovs doing work. But they are going, oh, the big bite being taken now with his Mirages. Now we have some Desolators coming. Asan is just redrawing the line in the sand, body blocking with half of his base, just giving it up, hoping to get some offensive value out of the Kirovs to get him back in this game. But Murray has a nice expansion on the bottom right, and Asan sees it. Asan now going to the bottom right. I'd like to see him go right for this battle lab or right for the AFC. A lot of war factories there. I think Murray's happy to give up a couple of those in exchange for it. So Murray a little bit slow to respond. 2 war factories are lost on that bottom side, and oh my god, I am close to having a heart attack here. What a banger, boys. Mirage is pushing uphill now. Need to be a little bit careful here, pushing into that sentry gun, and now he has IFVs on the backside. I don't know what's going on. Those Kirovs were absolutely devastating. If you look at it right now, how's the money? Both players practically on funny money at this point in the game, over 10K, and Asan going to push right into these IFVs and clean up those IFVs. Mirage is way out of position now, and Murray loses that massive war factory advantage he had. Now only on 2 war factories, he's on 14K, and I think the story of this game, Murray not getting quite enough done with his eagles. Only 1 AFC, and he wasn't using his AFC with his eagle pad, so he's on 4 eagles. He needs 5 eagles, you guys. 5 eagles is the magical number. If he had 5 eagles, he could hit that oil. It would take that war factory. It might take that oil. Massive chain reactions. Love the countering with the Desolators there. Snipers out to counter the Desos. Massive game of rock, paper, scissors in real time for us. And Murray still keeping the pressure on with these Mirages. Really shouldn't be able to be getting this offensive value with them. Mirages are so bad at taking down buildings, but they're great at melting rhinos, as you guys can see in real time. Asan doing a great job trying to zone out these Mirages with the Desolators, though. And you got to think Murray, another AFC, 9 eagles in the sky, could just be picking him apart. 8 minutes into this game, that's a lot of laps those eagles could have made, but now it's hard to say. Now I think Murray feels like he has to keep building war factories. He's now even on war factories. I think Murray should make the move over to AFCs or naval, you guys. Don't forget on this map, you can build naval. An aircraft carrier could really help as well. They can only range about to here. Well, about to here. Aircraft carrier could get a lot done. These Mirages now pulling back as the Desolator comes to defend on the top. And Asan making a dive here. Gonna go down. Oh, and Murray skirts around that radiation on the top side. He's gonna dive on the nuclear reactor here. He could actually take this oil instead. Backside battle as well. Oh, and Hassan's tanks get poorly pathed on the backside. Now, what's the target? Oh, the Mirage is on radiation. Mirage on the top side going to take some hits. That nuclear reactor is going to go down, though. That will have put Hassan low power. Doesn't get the oil, doesn't get the War Factory. Eagle's going to come in, maybe finish off. Oh, now he's low power, so these Eagles have a free hit. Again, guys, 4 Eagles. 4 Eagles is not what you want. 4 Eagles can't take a War Factory. They can't take an oil. You want 5. Murray's forgetting that he has a 5th Eagle. Hassan quits out. Oh my god, what a banger, boys. Oh my god, what a farmer, boys. Oh, my poor heart can barely handle it.